This is the ALPS Mountaineering Zephyr 2, and in this video, you'll find out what's in the box and how to set up this tent. First up, out of the box, you get the carry bag, the tent body, a gear loft, the rainfly, 12 stakes, 6 guy lines, repair patches for the tent, the stake bag, the pole bag, and the 3 poles. First, grab the tent body, lay it on the ground, and at the same time, grab 4 of the 12 stakes that were provided and stake down the 4 corners of the tent body lightly. I recommend doing so for an easier setup, and you can just push each stake through the webbing loop at each corner. Also, the tent is tapered at the foot, so just take note of that and angle it the way you prefer it to be. This tent comes with 3 poles in total, so first grab the 2 longer poles. I'll put them together and you can see what they're like. Notice that there are 2 pre-bent sections in each of these poles, and the longer one is to be angled towards the head of the tent. Next, locate these blue pole sleeves in the middle of the tent and just thread the poles through. I typically start from the right of the pole sleeve. I thread the longer pre-bent section through first, facing the head of the tent, and once that's done, I secure that end of the pole into the grommet in that corner. Here's what that looks like. Go to the other end of that same pole and do the same with the other pole tip and grommet too. Here's what the pole should look like when you're done. The longer pre-bent section is here, the pole sleeve is at the top, and the shorter pre-bent section faces the foot of the tent. Here's another tip. Notice that there are 2 grommets in each tent corner, but use the outside grommet first, like what I've done here. Once you're done setting up the tent, if it's too loose or baggy, you can move the pole tip to the inner grommet to make the tent more taut. Now, do the same thing with the other pole. Slide the longer pre-bent section through the pole sleeve, secure it in the grommet, secure the other end into the grommet as well, and the main tent poles are now done. Here's a quick look at what it looks like. Next, locate the black pole clips on the tent body, lift them up, and attach them to the nearest pole. There should be 2 pole clips on each longer pre-bent section and 3 pole clips on the other end of the tent, so 10 pole clips altogether. The next step is to grab the last pole. It's the short pole, and this is what ALPS Mountaineering calls a spreader bar, and this is to go through the webbing at the top of the tent. Here's a close-up of what the black webbing loop looks like. After that, just secure both ends of this spreader bar into the grommets at the top of the tent, and it should sit securely at the top. The next step is to rainfly, just drape it over the tent, and to check that it's correctly positioned, make sure the big rainfly vent is at the head of the tent, and also that the vestibule doors are over the inner tent doors. Now, before buckling up the rainfly, lift it up first and locate the black pole wraps on the underside of the fly and connect it to the nearest pole, like so. Then you can go ahead and secure the buckle of the rainfly to the buckle at the bottom of the corner of the tent. Go ahead and do the same with all 4 corners, pole wrap first, then buckle it up. I find that it's most efficient this way. After buckling up each corner, keep the webbing completely loose at first, then go around the entire tent to tighten each webbing by pulling on the front strap until the fly is taut, but not overly tight. Then grab another 2 stakes and stake down the vestibules, 1 at each length of the tent. Next up, we have the 6 guy lines. There are 4 long ones, a medium length one, and a really short one. You can use the short one for the rainfly guy out point right at the bottom, the medium length one for the rainfly vent, and the 4 long ones as the main tent guy lines for stability against the wind. And now, just use our last 6 stakes to guy out all the 6 guy lines. Tie the free end of the guy lines to the guy out points, and then use the tensioner in the middle to adjust the length of it. And if you have an extra stake, you can stake out the foot end of the rainfly as well. If you need the official instructions, they are pre-attached to the carry bag, so you can check them out anytime you need to. For a full review of the ALPS Zephyr 2, check out this video on the screen. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in that one.